So what happened, Gumshoe? Now then, Detective, let's see if we can summarize what we've learned so far. Okay, let's take a look at the map. According to the testimony of Sister Bikini, the head nun, she and Maya Fey headed to the inner temple right after dinner was finished. Okay. Like the little green orbs. Thank you. At 10 p.m. after ringing the bell for lights out, Iris went to the inner temple. When she got there, Bikini had her take over while she went back to the Hazakura temple. After taking a hot bath to soothe her back, Sister Bikini witnessed the murder in the courtyard. Isn't there... There's no scale here. Oh, hey, little bridge thing. Oh, the bridge is out. That's awesome. Including that little wire right there. Weird. I remember it being like a 5-yard measurement. It was really small. Like, we're looking at like 10-20 minutes to go between these temples. If she rang the bell at 10, she's not getting to the inner temple within 10 minutes. That's a solid 20 minutes. And I bring this up because she was killed at like between 10:50, right? 10 and 11. Because fell 10 feet after death. After death. That's important. That I didn't realize that. I thought she fell before her death. That's actually very important. Why would she... So the bell was ringing either before, after, or during she would have been in there. So it's unlikely that Iris is the killer, because she was in the inner temple at the time. And it's not like she can follow Bikini over there, because she said she saw her doing the stabbing. Iris was over at the inner temple. There's just no physical way she could have gotten back to the temple in that amount of time. She would have had to have been walking right behind her. There's just not enough time. If you want more details, you should ask Bikini herself in the main hall. The inner temple, huh? I'd like some more information about that place. The trial begins tomorrow, but who's the prosecutor? I'm pretty sure it's that Godot guy, but nobody can get a hold of him, so they're looking for a replacement. What do you mean? It's really weird. All of a sudden, no one can reach him. I wonder if the rumors are true. Maybe since Mr. Wright caught a cold and won't be defending, he just lost interest. I intend to appear in court in the role of the defense lawyer. However, I would be quite unhappy if it came out that I'm actually a prosecutor. Yeah, I can see why, but I'm not the one who you have to worry about. I think the real problem is going to be that judge. Yes, he certainly would remember my face, even after such a long absence. That's why I requested another judge preside over the case. We've only met each other once. There's a good chance he won't remember me at all. Oh, it's the Canadian. Yeah, but what about the prosecutor? Everyone in the prosecutor's office must know you. Wouldn't it be a problem if someone there made a big stink, sir? There's no need to worry. I pulled a few strings and arranged for a prosecutor of my own choosing. It's gonna be Von Karma. Wow, Mr. Edgeworth, I had no idea you had such powerful string to pull. It's totally Von Karma. Either that or it's gonna be fucking Pain. But it's way too late in the game to have Pain. What is the inner temple that Maya was supposedly training at? According to Bikini, it's an old building they use for training the acolytes. It's on the other side of Dusky Bridge. The bridge that burned down, huh? Is there anything else on the other side of that bridge besides the inner temple? Nope, not a thing. Nothing? There's the other side surrounded by cliffs on all sides. No way, it's kind of like a little island out there. So the only thing there was the inner temple. Here, it's not that kind of place a person could survive in. Back to the bridge, or temple map. There's trees here. That's not cliffs and mountains. Like, unless this completely circles it and makes an island. It's unlikely. That's why that snowmobile had gotten used. They used that to go through the mountains or quote-unquote cliffs to get there. And probably back. Please be alright, Maya. Let's see if I can't present you with anything that'll be helpful. Okay, nothing. You probably won't know anything there. What can you tell me about this? The sword represents the multiple branches that life can take, all ending as one. No, I've never heard that one. You know what I think about sometimes? What kind of life would I have had I hadn't joined the homicide division? So you think about that kind of thing too, huh? Of course. Of course I do. I think about it a lot. Me as a traffic cop. Me as a detention officer. Me as the Blue Badger. I'm just imagining you never being in my life. Oh. I guess he doesn't have any plans to leave the force. Fuck. Oh, so I think I might have already told you about this, but the truth is, when I was a little kid, you wanted to become a wizard, right? Hey, that's amazing. How do you know that? You have told me. So what do you think? I'd make a really great one, don't you think? We must have had this conversation a little while ago, Detective. Anything else? No. What can you tell me about Iris? I feel like I've seen this girl somewhere before. Okay, never mind. I figured it would change because we have a little bit more info. Sadly, that doesn't happen. Well, Pearl, Maya's cousin, was apparently with the victim at the time of the crime. What about Pearl? Has no one seen her at all since last night? Seems that way. Apparently, she hasn't gone back to the Korean village either, sir. It's true that this was where she was with Elise at some point last night. No doubt about it. Oh, you mean that maybe whoever killed Miss Elise? Don't jump to any crazy conclusions. Ouch. You sure have one mean punch, Mr. Edgeworth. It's downright fierce. Not as strong as Von Karma's whip, I can tell you that. Can I present you with anything? About this here. Let me see. Well, as you may know, in order to see reality for what it truly is, we strive to break our attachments to one of the transient material realm. I guess you could call me an immaterial girl. I guess she lives in an immaterial world, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? Leave me alone. Well, that's a demon warding hood. Acolytes are highly susceptible to possession by evil spirits, you know. That's why we always wear these for protection. Oh, I see. What are you waiting for? You won't get any protection just by holding it, you know. Put it on already. No. No, I can't. I was just... Oh! It looks like it was made just for you, Mr. Edgeworth. What do you mean by that, Detective? I will have you fired, don't you know? It looks absolutely marvelous. You've just got to keep it on for a while. This is some sort of divine retribution. Absolute assholes. I hate everyone here. If this village burns down. Hanging scroll. Huh? Ah, well. You look what you found. As a master of the Korean channeling technique, Mystic Misty Fae. Fae? It's been nearly 20 years since Mystic Misty's disappearance. Apparently, she intended to pass on the master title to her daughter. Who's this daughter? Maya, not Mia. Well, I myself am part of a branch family of the Fae clan, of course you are. But even I am not privy to information concerning the main family. What can you tell me about Iris? You said you went with Maya to the training hall in the Inner Temple last night. Did you happen to see Iris while you were there? Of course I saw her. I told her to meet us after ringing the 10 o'clock bell for lights out. So you're saying Iris came to the inner temple then? Of course she did. Iris has always been a good obedient girl. After that, I had my beginner training ceremony. That doesn't fit with Iris' story at all. She said that she never went to the inner temple. She has to be. Iris is lying. They have to be. She has to be. The plot thickens. Anything else? Because there's a weird, like a receipt over here. There are more Enza cushions in the corner of the room. What's that white piece of paper sticking out from under the stack? Beats me. Do you mind checking that for me, Detective Gumshoe? I'm rather tired. Go fetch. Yes, sir. Thank you for fetching. Here you are, Mr. Edgeworth. Looks like an old manila envelope. Ah! What is it, Detective? This could be an ultra important super special clue. It's probably something stupid. I suppose I should read it myself then. Looks like a letter addressed to Sister Iris. Tonight at 10 at Heavenly Hall, unless you want your secret exposed. Heavenly Hall. It sounds like a blackmail letter. Where's Heavenly Hall? Nice going there, Mr. Edgeworth. Why can't I ever find clues like this? Oh, why can't I ever find clues like this? You're an ultra important prosecutor, a super duper prosecutor. Some would say ace. Well, I suppose it takes a super duper kind of dumb to miss a clue like this. Thank God I didn't miss it actually, because I would have been really bad at that point. I would have felt shitty. Don't do that to me. Let's go ahead and dip out of here. I don't see Larry anywhere. Maybe we scared the poor kid away. His heart was shut tight with a psycho lock. I guess I'll just have to look for him now. What a thorn in my side. I'll look for him later. Detention center. Mr. Edgeworth. I came back because I need to ask you a few more questions if you don't mind. But I've already told you everything that Iris, please remember. I'm on your side. You can tell me anything. Yes, thank you. I just finished speaking with the head nonna at Hazakura Temple. She testified very clearly as to what happened. She said she saw you stab Miss Elise with a sword. And one other thing. She said that when Maya Fey began her training at the Inner Temple, that you were there as well. What? When I spoke with you last, you claimed that you never went to the Inner Temple. And yet Sister Bikini says that she met you at the Inner Temple that very night. But I didn't go there. I didn't go to the Inner Temple last night. It looks like she's unwilling to tell me the whole truth. Wonder if I'll find the answers I'm looking for if I break those psycho locks.
Take that!
I think take that there. Since I've been handed this case, it is my duty to dig up all the answers. Understand? Yes, sir. The smallest flame can sometimes bathe a case in a whole new light. In my years in court, I've seen it happen again, over and over again. That's why I'm committed to searching until I have those answers. Now then, is it really true that you didn't go to the Inner Temple last night? Yes, I swear. I already told you that. Yes, you said you didn't go because you were frightened. That's right. If that's the case, then the obvious question is, what were you so afraid of? Iris, I wonder, is this would have frightened you so much that you couldn't even leave your own room? Definitely this.
Take that!
I found this in the main hall. It is addressed to you. That's... Well, Iris? Why are you glaring at me like that? You were scared of the blackmailer who wrote this to you, isn't that correct? Was it the evidence or the power of my glare that broke that log? Probably the power to glare. Oh well, I don't suppose it matters either way. But Mr. Edgeworth. Yes? I thought that the letter was just someone playing a prank on me. A prank? But, yes. After all, even if I did have a secret, there's no one to tell it to that would cause me any grief. I wonder about that. Sister Bikini was like a mother to me. I would never hide anything from her. No, you may not have anything to hide under normal circumstances. However, last night was different. Unfortunately, I don't know the exact nature of your secret yet. However, whatever it is, there's one person you didn't want your secret told to. Phoenix.
Take that!
Phoenix, right. You mean something to Phoenix. To right, it seems. And I can tell he holds a special place in your heart as well. That's why you didn't want him, of all people, to know your deep, dark secret. Well, what do you have to say? I should have expected as much, especially from a friend of his. Do you not look at me like that? I'm still not entirely convinced you didn't kill someone. After dinner, this letter was waiting for me in my room. As I said, I was frightened by it. It was this heavenly hall the letter mentions. Isn't a small mountain shack? It's a small mountain shack at the base of Dusky Bridge. A small shack, huh? It's more like a broken down shack that no one would ever want to go near. Where is it on the map? It's around here to get there. To get there, you must follow a small path down from Dusky Bridge. The reality is, to get to the inner temple, I had no choice but to cross that bridge. But the thought that such a terrible criminal could be lurking at Heavenly Hall. I was so scared that by the whole affair that I didn't want to think about it at all. So this is the secret that you locked away in your heart. Yeah. Looks as though I may have to visit this Heavenly Hall now. Maybe I'll find some sign of our mystery blackmailer. In any case, you still claim to have never left your room last night? Yes, that's exactly right. The trial starts tomorrow. I promise you, I will win. I'm going to win so that you and Phoenix Wright can see each other. But when I do, you must promise me that you will tell him your secret. But it's pointless. Why would you say that? Because I may know who Phoenix Wright is, but he has no idea who I am. I don't like that. Whoa, not much of a view down here, huh? It's still better than the view from my apartment. Someone's here. Hide yourself, detective. Oh, why? Why does this always happen? Whenever I find a girl I like, they always run away. Oh my god. I even chased one of them to Tibet. Next it's going to be prison, I guess. I'll steal that detective's wallet. That'll get me locked up for sure. Nah, I can't do that. Someone who looks like he's down on his luck. He's just talking to himself. Shush, be quiet and listen. I knew it. I shouldn't have done that. I blew it again. Excuse me? Done that. What did he do, I wonder? Hey, you! About what you just said, I got an objection. Gumshoe. What the? Edgy, you dirty rat. Gumshoe, you oaf. I'm sorry, sir. Before I knew it, I was shouting out objection. And in a loud, commanding voice, too. I even pointed with my pointer finger. You've watched too many trials. I'm sorry. Okay, Larry, the jig is up. What have you got to say for yourself? What is this little shack anyway? I swear to God he built it just for him and Iris, and it's disgusting. Well, I just discovered it myself yesterday. And why were you down here in the first place? Come on, I'm an artist. I was looking for a good place to sketch. It's a great little place. It's artistic. It's quiet, it's cold, it's got no power, and it looks like it's about to collapse. Sounds a lot like my apartment there, pal. Good Lord. One thing's for sure, no one is likely to show up and disturb you anymore. Disturb you here. So can I get you something to drink? Some hot water, maybe? He's getting all buddy-buddy on us, sir. Listen to me, Edgy. You've got to do this. You've got to save Iris. Why are you so sure she's innocent? Because she's cute? Oops. Watch your mouth. Anyway, I've made up my mind about it. I'm gonna marry that girl. No, you're not. Mr. Edgeworth, Mr. Edgeworth is pretending he didn't hear you, so I'm gonna ask for him. Have you already asked this girl to marry you? No, not yet. But I can tell how she feels by the way they look in her eyes. Uh-huh. I'm sure you can, buddy. I'm sure you can. She's got this I really want this man to carry me over the threshold look. I'm sure Nick would be surprised. He'd never imagine that I could marry such a beautiful girl like that. Something tells me he would be shocked indeed. That's why I don't want her to do anything dangerous. I mean, what am I gonna do if she gets hurt? God damn it. I hate how similar the mindset is, but at the same time, completely different. What is this guy trying to say? He lost me about a mile back. If we really wanted to know the answer to that, we're gonna have to drag him into the witness stand. Oh, please no. Come to think of it, you still haven't answered my question. Where were you and what were you doing last night? Oh man, don't you have anything else to talk about? With that kind of attitude, you'll never be a ladies' man like me. Okay, chill out with those scary eyes. I got it. If you really want to know, last night, I saw something incredible. Something incredible. Larry? Yeah, but that's, let's not talk about that right now. Larry? Let's talk about it later. Come on, I'll pour you a nice cup of hot water. Why hasn't he realized that I absolutely despise talking about the good old days, especially with him, because there are no good old days. Let's present him other evidence first, and then the Magatama. Do you want to know anything about the staff? That's the staff that Miss Elise was always carrying. Miss Elise, why? Huh? What is it, Larry? There's something missing from the staff. There's something missing. Can I talk to you? What? What's missing? Just tell me so I can add it. Did you send this note? Okay, nothing. Shishido. Profiles. Pearl. Oh, hey, it's Pearl. But she's way cuter than this Pearl I used to go out with. Like in a cute way, yeah? Yes, well, apparently she hasn't been seen the whole morning. What do you say? Edgy. Why are you wasting your time with me then? What's wrong with you? Excuse me? If anything happens to her, I'll never forgive you. Wow, I guess he's right for a change, sir. I feel like I'm the bad guy in all of this. Stay on that. Because I want to see if I can't pick something up. That's a horrible graffiti problem you've got there, pal. You don't know anything, detective. This is art. Here, art. It's an expression of my bittersweet love for Iris. What bittersweet love? Larry, do you know what the difference between graffiti and true art is? It's how the artist himself defines it, right? I should have seen that one coming. Yes, it's exactly that. It's not public property and property you don't own. Well, if that's the case, then all of my lunchboxes are masterpieces too, pal. Yes, the true eye. There's the Eagle River, sir. It doesn't look to be that fast moving personally, but it runs pretty fast, so it doesn't ice over, even in the winter. If it had iced over, Roy would have been in some serious trouble. Yeah, he would have died. You're right about that. Damn it, I hate it. I'm not paying attention to who's talking. I always get that mixed up. He would have landed on the ice and slid downstream, and who knows where. He wouldn't have slid. He would have broken through the ice, and if it's solid, he would have splattered. Not exactly what I meant, but all right. Completely out of the question, but whatever, Gumshoe, you have... Actually, wait, can I go inside? I can't, damn. Okay, let's just present this Magatama and get this fucking thing over with. Break this motherfucker. Fucking bots, deny the crime.